Why would you need an industrial designer for a new product development? It's a fair question. Engineers often claim that they are product designers to a certain extent. Manufacturers often offer this as an extra service to attract new clients and keep everything under one roof, which also makes sense to a certain extent. Think of your whole business as a house. The product, or a good product, is like a good foundation. You build everything else on top of that foundation. So the aim should be to have a real good product, which makes sense, obviously. And a designer is basically like your architect. If you want to have a good house or a good building, you commission an architect and not the supplier for the concrete to design your house, a draftsman, or just a structural engineer. You ask the architect, which then uses and works with this team of experts to build a really good house for you, or a building for you, or office. The architect tries to find the best possible solution for this specific client. And an industrial designer is basically doing the same thing on a level of products. So what we try to do is find the best possible solution and offering for a certain customer segment, user segment, and for the manufacturer or brand who's offering it. So both these parties have to be satisfied with the solution which comes out at the end. Industrial designers, or designers in general, might it be the house designer, the architect, or the product designer, are people who look after or are the advocates for human factors. This user-centered design approach and the role of being the advocate for the user could also be claimed by other parties. Anyone in a product development team can be the advocate for the user, as long as they inquire what their wants and needs are and kind of argues for them, or makes sure that these wants and needs are considered. Why would a designer still claim that he's quite important in the creation of a product? One of the key skills and key expertises of industrial designers or designers are that they are able to, once a certain criteria are defined through this process of investigating what the user wants and needs, they are the ones who can convert words in a briefing or attributes in actual form, communicating brand values, know how to communicate certain qualities in a product and in a brand. They know how to arrange things so that people understand how they work. Certain shapes or certain materials and colors have certain meanings and trigger certain emotions. And designers are experts in using those to convert certain criteria. They also make them just more appealing. If someone finds a product aesthetically pleasing and desirable and is proud of owning it, they're much more likely to forgive little mistakes, even though we try to avoid them in general. I don't think that an industrial designer or a designer in general can solve product development or the issues with it all on his own, unless it's a really simple, low complex product. I think it's a question of working as a team with different experts, engineering, marketing, overall strategy, and the designer as part of that team. In the end, everyone wants the best possible product and best possible user experience, and a designer can help to create that.